I woke up this morning and made $439. And that was without clocking in. That was without emails, without meetings. It was literally my business generating sales for me through the night while I was sleeping. And that is the power of building a business where you get paid for your effort instead of your time. What's up? My name is Jacob. I am a full-time online reseller. I own a full-time online reselling business, primarily selling used apparel online on sites like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you exactly that, how to build a sustainable business that generates revenue based on your effort instead of your time. Let's jump into it. What's up, YouTube? So yes, I generated $439 worth of sales while I was sleeping last night. A quick rundown of what actually happened was, I'm just fascinated by this concept of getting paid for your effort instead of your time. And that's exactly what my business has done for me. So during the hours I was sleeping, so around 8 hours, my business generated $439. That was over 22 different sales with an average sale price of $19.95. So just a tad higher than my lifetime average sale price for my business. And that was literally during the midnight. That was while I was sleeping. My business did that for me. So I actually picked a few of the orders that I'm going to be starting to pack up and get ready to ship out in the morning. The day's Sunday while I'm filming this. USPS is closed today. So the agenda is I'm going to share with you a few of the sales that I picked already. And then also I have a bunch of tips and tricks I'm going to sprinkle in throughout this video to help you create a business where you get paid for your effort instead of your time, and why that's important. All right, so let's just start off talking about a few of the things that sold. We'll start off with this pair of, this really nice pair of Whitney Simmons Gymshark athletic kind of yoga legging pants. Gymshark, fantastic brand to resell. I actually sold this pair for $24. And that's kind of on par with how Gymshark does for my business, between that $20 and $35 range. This is just a nice, this has a good color, a good fit, a good size. So that equates to that $24 sale price. Another pair of pants that sold throughout the night is this pair of the North Face kind of capri, kind of athletic-y style pants, just kind of a casual pair of pants. I got $14 for these, but I believe I picked these up for $1. So that's great margins for my business, and especially while I'm sleeping. Oh man, this item is super, super cool. It has a little backstory as well. I'll share with you. Well, before I share that with you, let me just, I just want to say thank you for clicking on this video. I really appreciate you guys being here. Literally, this entire channel is to help out aspiring entrepreneurs and business owners like myself. I'm here to help you guys learn from my mistakes, my successes, my failures. It's better to stand on the shoulders of giants. Look, to some people, $439 might not be a lot of money. That's just what sold throughout the night for my business. But for some people, that could be all the difference in changing their life. Look, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not, there are people out there who are far, far more successful than I am. But I am a person aspiring to be that. I really believe I am on the path to creating something very, very special for my family and my legacy. And I'm trying to show the fruits of my labor on this YouTube channel. So look, if you're anybody like me, somebody who is an entrepreneur who started from the ground up, I literally used to run this business out of a closet, and it's scaled to something that has really unlocked my life. Then this channel is for you. And look, if I don't provide any sort of information that resonates with you or helps you in any sort of way, then I don't earn your like, your subscription, your view on this video. So that was a long-winded way of saying this is my Scout's honor to you. This video is here to help, and if it doesn't, I don't earn any of that. Like, subscription, none of that. I'm here to earn my place on YouTube the right way, and that is providing value. So if you make it to the end of today's video, and I hope you do, I hope there was something in this video that is going to help you grow your business and propel your life forward. So I'm old school. I believe the more people I help, the more the world will help me. And this is my way of doing that. So let's continue, because this t-shirt is amazing. This is a vintage 1993 Grateful Dead Colorado Rockies kind of collaboration tee. It's on an old Hanes beefy tag. single stitched. And I actually got this shirt because I actually had a really cool opportunity where I got to help go through donations at one of my local thrift stores. So I was in the back end, the back room, picking through the donation piles. I had the opportunity to buy whatever I was helping sort through for the thrift store. And this was one of the shirts that I unearthed. I just thought it was super cool. It's just, Grateful Dead. They have such a cult following, and just the crossover with the Colorado Rockies is super cool. There's a couple flaws on this shirt. I mean, it does have some minor wear, some staining, some bluing, some yellowing. So that really dinged its value a little bit. So I actually got, $35 for this shirt. But if this shirt was in pristine condition, it would have been a very, very good shirt to say. And it still was a good sale, obviously. Let's keep on moving. We got another long sleeve shirt. This is a Vineyard Vines football shirt. And, Vineyard Vines at one point used to be like a super good brand to resell, and it still is. It still does super well for my business. It doesn't drive the amount of money that it once did. And that's the typical life cycle of a lot of brands that come in and out of vogue. I mean, it just is what it is. So I got $14 for this shirt. I paid less than $1 for it, so I'm extremely happy. And these are like, sales like this are really important to my business. So I will be forever grateful to brands like Vineyard Vines. So definitely a good sale, even at that $14 price. But I'm going to keep on going through these sales, and I'll make them brief. Nice pair of Carhartt pants. But I was inspired to film this video today based off the whole concept of and I've always had this philosophy in my life. I want to be paid for the fruit of my effort rather than my time. And obviously there's going to be a time and place in everybody's life journey where you might have to get paid for your time. I get it. The whole concept of a 9 to 5, you clock in, you clock out, you work your 40 hours, and that's what you get paid for, or you work your overtime and that's a bonus, right? But, and again, the whole ethos of this channel is I believe the more effort and the more good things I put into the world, the more the world is going to repay me. So what's really fascinating about the online retail space, the e-commerce space, so to speak, where obviously, as you can see, I sell used clothes. I'm telling you about all my used clothes sales through the night, like this pair of Carhartt, like technical style pants. This is a pair of women's pants, and I got $24 for these. So I'm being paid for my effort with all this stuff. So I did the work in, building a business model and feeding that inventory that I went out and hand sourced and hand picked and figured out how to get the best deals for, and how to figure out how to, have a good margin on all the inventory I'm selling. And then also presenting this stuff online in a nice package, in a seamless package, where people can buy it and it's effortless on the consumer experience. Like, that is all the effort that I have put into my business. And because of that effort, I reap the benefits of my effort literally paying me every single day. And if you want to get super technical, as far as classic business MBA, it's as simple as, your effort really boils down to the value of your inventory. So I'm going to speak specifically to an online e-commerce business. Say you have, and we'll use round numbers because it's super easy, $100,000 worth of inventory online for sale. And the effort you will get paid for is basically your sell-through rate, or your daily sales price average. Say you have $100,000 worth of goods for sale online at any time, and you sell through 1% of your inventory per day, and you can constantly maintain your inventory at $100,000. That means your effort in building up an inventory worth $100,000 will pay you $1,000 a day in revenue. So that's how I like to look at my business. My total inventory value is my effort. In a nutshell, that's literally me presenting my effort and my worth to the world through e-commerce. So, I can get long-winded on stuff, so I better show you guys some more items quick. But yeah, I am just really fascinated by that whole concept of get paid for your effort instead of your time, because your effort could be endless. Your time is finite. There's no glass ceiling to how much you can provide to the world. And that's kind of the efforts with this YouTube channel as well. So next we have this really nice Cool brand. Really cool. I believe it's a Utah-based brand, Cool. Just a really nice kind of linen style shirt. I got $18 for this. I love seeing just the seasonal stuff starting to sell. I mean, the temps are heating up, so we have some nice kind of performance wear short sleeve shirts selling, like this Orvis. Nice technical shirt. I got $18 for this as well, Orvis shirt. Make a little bit more room here, but yeah, I got a couple more sales to share with you, some cool items. But the power of being paid for your effort means, and it's, again, I don't believe in true passive income, anything like that. You know, that's kind of in my perspective, a myth that has been sold throughout time. You know, the idea of passive income. Obviously, yes, I get it. You can, you know, buy a property, you know, a rental property and fix it up and rent it out. And look, there's going to be a certain degree of automation and kind of the resemblance of passive income to everything. But look, you still got to manage the property. You got to manage the tenants. Yes, I understand that you can, you know, hire out a management company to do that, but then you still have to deal with the management. Like, there's always going to be some sort of scale of effort put into something. So as long as you're putting effort in, then nothing is truly passive. So the $400+ of sales that developed through the night was a result of my effort. You know, it wasn't truly passive income, but I believe in effort-based income. I just think that's, you can bank on it a little bit more. So, you know, I can really ramble on sometimes, but which might be one of my strengths and one of my weaknesses at the same time. Next, we have this really nice, this is a fantastic brand to resell, Icebreaker. So it's a New Zealand company, and they specialize in merino wool, specifically base layers. So this is kind of like a mid base layer that you would wear going on an outdoor adventure, going hiking, going skiing, going camping, whatever. And this is the Body Fit 260. I got $35 for this guy, and I paid $1 for it. So, you know, items like this are definitely really fun to see sell because just the margins are so good. I got two more items I'll share with you guys. I'll save this fun camo one for the end. This is a really cool sweatshirt. Unfortunately, it's not as valuable as, you know, maybe I would like it to be, but it's just the reality of the market. So it's a really old sweatshirt printed on this vintage Lee heavyweight tag, and it's an old Sigma Kappa fraternity sweatshirt from I believe 1986, something like that. Yeah, 1986. So just a really cool vintage sweatshirt. And you know, it's very true that they don't make them like they used to. Like, this is a super heavyweight sweatshirt. Like, if you were to have a company make this same type of sweatshirt nowadays, you know, because this is made in the USA, it's made of really heavyweight cotton, this would be like a $50 sweatshirt to produce. So that's why I feel like it's kind of a shame, you know, that these are only worth like 18, 20, 25 bucks on the secondhand market. But that's okay. You know, it's still cool that we can find this stuff out in the wild and be able to pass on that quality to somebody else. But just a really cool sweatshirt. So last item I want to share with you guys today is this really cool, check out this guy. This is a vintage, really big, or really long, I should say, hunting suit from the company Walls. And check out that old tag. Super cool. So I actually got this guy for $1 as well. I highlighted it in a video in the past on one of my thrift hauls. But this is just a really cool piece of vintage hunting gear, this pair of coveralls. So this covers the whole body. It's just a really cool kind of jacket outerwear style, and just the vintage camouflage pattern is amazing. And I actually got $36 for this pair. So $1 into $36. Fantastic margins for my business. Definitely was a good sale. And what's nice about it is this garment is, for it being as big as it is and covers the whole body, it's somewhat light, so it's super easy to fit this into a poly mailer for the shipping process. But yeah, this is just what I had in my garage to pick for the sales that came through the night. This is a little less than half of the sales. I got to run later today to some of my other storage facilities where I house inventory for my business. This is just I film a lot of these videos and work out of my garage a lot of the day, and I do house some inventory in here, as you can see in these bins, and this is what I gathered from that. So that, I think, will wrap up today's video. I just wanted to hop on the camera, talk about, you know, the effort versus time, the dilemma, and share with you guys some sales, kind of just keep you guys on the pulse of my business a little bit. and just be, you know, kind of raw and real about all this stuff. So that is today's video. I hope you guys learned something ultimately from this. And if you did, definitely hit that like button, subscribe. I appreciate your view. Like, it literally means everything to me. So that's all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Go do something good in the world today and be good to one another. Until next time, I'll see you. All right. Peace.